today I am very happy to welcome Miranda Dukes, who is Director of Royal Family Kids Camp in Hastings, and this is a new mission partner for our congregation. We're supporting them for the second quarter of 2026 as our mission partner, and I was very anxious for all of you to have a chance to hear more about what they do and who they are, so we're very happy to welcome Miranda.
Hello, thank you for having me today. So my name is Miranda Dukes, and I am the Director of Royal Family Kids Camp of Hastings. I got started with Royal Family Kids Camp almost 16 years ago when I was in high school, and it forever changed my life. Royal Family Kids helps serve kids in foster care system who are 6 to 11 years old. These kids are currently in the foster system, have been adopted or reunited with biological families, but they all have a story to tell. So what exactly do we do at camp? Like I said, these are all foster children who have been documented cases of abuse or neglect from the Hastings area. Some of our campers, like I said, are still in the system, so they come bouncing around back and forth. Some are in amazing, amazing homes as well. We have a couple goals. First is to provide hope and a future for these kids by creating positive memories and teachable moments. We create a safe place for our campers to learn about healthy relationships and mentoring. We do share the gospel, which is an amazing opportunity for Words of the State that we are allowed to do that. Each child receives a new Bible every year, even if they've been back a couple years. Ultimately, we allow our campers, just to be kids for a week. Unfortunately, these kids have to grow up very fast, so we allow them to slow down and enjoy playing in the mud, going fishing, going swimming, and just having fun. The main goal, as we are providing hope in a future, is to interrupt the cycles of abuse. Unfortunately, most of the kids in the foster care system make up a majority of these rates: incarceration rates, teenage pregnancy, drug and alcohol abuse, homelessness, victims of human trafficking, and further domestic abuse. It is a broken cycle. So by introducing them to the gospel and the hope of Jesus Christ, we are trying to break that cycle and give them hope. In Matthew 13, we read the parable about sowing the seeds. We see the different soils, and that is definitely what our campers are going through. So we need to tend to the soil before we can plant. We might need to take some bitterness out of their lives by removing some rocks and showing them what true love really is. We might need to allow them to learn how to trust men again. We might need to help them remove shame and embarrassment of them having their belongings thrown in a trash bag, and by giving them a brand new duffel bag, or a brand new pair of shoes that might fit them, or a pillow that doesn't smell like smoke. It may take several years before we see this harvest, but we plant regardless of what the soil looks like, and one day the seeds will flourish 30 times. I want to share one story for you guys, and please be patient. I can never make it through this story without crying. It's of a girl named Little Annie. Monday morning registration, a little girl walks up to the luggage table with a bag in hand. Grandpa Harvey said, "Hello, is this your luggage?" She nodded with tears in her eyes as she handed him the ripped Walmart bag with very few little clothes and walked away. She got on the bus, and when she got to camp, little Annie got off with a very insecure look in her eyes. She walked up to her counselor and mooed in her face, yes, like a cow. When she got to her cabin, on her bed, she found a brand new duffel bag, a new towel, pillow, a blanket, and clothes that were actually her size. Remember, she brought a ripped Walmart bag to camp. Without her feeling shame or embarrassment, our staff got everything that she needed ready to go and had it on her bed without making her feel embarrassed about what she brought. However, she continued to moo at her counselor and all the staff. The next day, we were getting ready to go swimming. I needed to leave the cabin, but she was blocking the door. So I walked up to her. I asked her if I could get out. She mooed and pointed to my watch. So I asked her if she wanted to time me as I ran across camp and came back. She nodded her head and I handed her my watch, ran my errand, and then came back. She handed me my watch and walked back into her cabin. I didn't think anything of this. At the pool, I was playing with my 2 campers, and here comes little Annie swimming up to me. She moos and splashes me. Me, being a little bit tired, mooed back and splashed her. Her face lit up. We continued to play in the pool, mooing and splashing each other back and forth. Later that day, she found me during another activity, held my hand, and just mooed. All week, her and I had several conversations of just mooing back and forth. At the end of camp, we took the campers back to their guardians in Hastings. We were saying our final goodbyes, and her mom came up and found me. "Are you Miranda?" I said, "Yes." She said, "Little Annie is looking for you. She wants to say goodbye." So I walked up to her, ready to have a moo conversation as we said goodbye. She looked at me with her head down. "Goodbye, best friend. I love you." Everybody around me, jaws just dropped. These were the first words she said all week. Fast forward to the next year. She gets off the bus, a brand new girl. Runs up to her counselor, gives her a hug. Runs up to me, gives me a hug, and says, "Hello, best friend." We were all shocked again. We were ready for the moos. She never mooed again. At the end of her time at Royal Family, we have a graduation program, and she was waiting outside, bawling. So I walk up to her. I give her a hug, and she said, "Do you remember when we became friends?" I was like, "I don't know, do you?" She goes, "You were the only one that mooed back at me. You accepted me for where I was at that day, and you were exactly what I needed. Thank you." She handed me a photo out of her photo album of the 2 of us. Sadly, we can't have photos of the campers, so I handed it back to her. And she said, "How will you ever remember me, though?" And I said, "Little Annie, every time I see a cow, I laugh and think of you. You will never be forgotten for me, and one day we will see each other again." Fast forward to this fall. She turned 19, and she found me and reached out, and we have been in contact ever since. This little girl has made a difference in my life and is honestly why I am director today, and I have made a difference in hers, but all with the grace of God as well. So thank you so much for your support and having me here today, and I would love to get to talk to each and every one of you after service. Thank you.
We have an offering basket in the back, so if anyone wants to give an extra support to Royal Family Kids Camp, and Miranda will be in the back after the service to answer any questions. I know that young people, teenagers and adults from our area do go to Royal Family Kids Camp as counselors, and that is they have a very small ratio. I believe it's 2 campers to 1 counselor. So they need a lot of volunteer help. So if this is something that the Lord puts on your heart, I encourage you to talk more to Miranda about how you can be a part of it. Thank you.